But what we're going to do from this point on isn't just simply brainstorming on youth ministry. We're going to walk right down a path here to take the beginning of a dream that you have written on a paper there, scratched out, and turn it into something that actually works. And so that you can express that thing and reach out to the young people in your region with the dream that God's given you. We need to get every single teenager involved in reaching their own generation through the dream that God gives you. Now, the next step, after you've got your dream, the next step in building your leadership cup is we've got to learn to plan. Everybody say plan. Plan? That's boring. And then I discovered something. That God is a planner. Jeremiah chapter 1. Anybody know what that verse is all about? Verses like 4 through 9. Before I formed you in the womb, I knew you. And I set you apart as a prophet to the nations. Before I formed you in the womb, he's telling Jeremiah, before you were even in your mother's womb, I set you apart and I had a plan for you. Before I formed you in the womb. Now that is planning ahead. A couple reasons people don't plan. One is because they think it's boring. Either that or number two, they're lazy. Or number three, they just don't know how to. They're intimidated by the process. Plan! I barely have a chance to get a sermon together, much less plan. When you get a dream, if you do not plan, you'll never get to your dream. Now, I know Martin Luther King Jr. didn't say, I have a plan. He said, I have a dream. But he did have a plan. The dream is the thing you broadcast. The plan is the thing you implement. The dream is the thing you broadcast. The plan is the thing you implement. The fact is this, if we don't learn how to plan, we will not minister to a lot of people. You've got to have a plan. That's what planning is. It's building a blueprint for your dream. The very first step is you've got to have a mission statement. Now, I'll give you a definition of mission statement. I'd say it's like a one or two sentence, like drilled down, potent, synopsis of your dream. You take your dream, you boil it down, and you make it real clear. A few potent words. And it's fun to say, so your teenagers, man, they can't wait to say it. And you put it on business cards, and you make a logo out of it. You put a banner behind you, and everywhere you see this is who we are, it's what we're about. One of the great things about having a mission statement that's just refined is that it helps you measure everything you do. Is everything that we do pointing to that mission statement? If it's not, stop doing it. Once you have your mission statement, you've got to begin to develop core values. Core values, let me explain the purpose of these things. A lot of people are like, I just want to get people saved, I want to change the world, I want to have a big youth group, and we think a lot about the goal. And here at Teen Mania and Acquire the Fire, I'm constantly talking about this generation, these are the numbers, and this is the goals, and this kind of stuff. But going after the goal simply going after the goal is not the only noble thing. You have to think about how you carry yourself as you go after the goal. That's what your core values do. It means these are the things, these are the behaviors that we're going to value as we're on our way towards the dream, as we're headed off down the path towards the mission statement. We're going to choose to value these things. We're going to hold on to them, and we're going to say, in the midst of going after this dream, this is the way we're going to carry ourselves. The power of a core value isn't just that it's a piece of paper, let's say we'll all do this, is that everybody that commits to it has the right to call anybody on it, whether it's a leader, whether it's a subordinate, whether it's a peer. Say, hey, you know what? I saw that thing. That didn't really look like one of our core values. And then we have to all be humble enough to say, you know what? You're right. Cool.